Breaking news. Iraqi Dinar hits $3 and Vietnamese Dong surges to $2.29. What happens next? Welcome back to the IQD to VND News Hub, your ultimate destination for currency updates, global financial news, and strategic investor guidance. Today's announcement marks a historic milestone in the currency world, something investors, economists, and everyday citizens have waited years to witness. The Iraqi Dinar, IQD, is now officially valued at $3. The Vietnamese Dong, VND, has surged to an astonishing $2.29. Yes, you read that correctly. These figures, once considered nearly impossible, are now confirmed. This article dives deep into what these new valuations mean for holders, global markets, and the economic future of both Iraq and Vietnam. Why this moment matters. For years, the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong have been seen as undervalued and volatile, largely due to historical conflicts, political instability, and global skepticism. But in 2025, the tides have clearly turned. These newly established exchange rates represent more than numbers. They're symbols of economic recovery, national strength, and international confidence. Let's unpack the key reasons behind this seismic shift. Iraqi Dinar's rise to $3. A new era of strength. The journey of the Iraqi Dinar from mere fractions of a cent to $3 is nothing short of extraordinary. Here's how it happened. Economic restructuring. Iraq overhauled its outdated financial systems, eliminating inefficiencies and strengthening institutional controls. Oil revenue surge. With oil prices climbing and production stabilizing, Iraq's income has grown significantly. Central bank reforms. The Central Bank of Iraq increased transparency, adopted digital infrastructure, and improved monetary policies, earning the trust of global investors. Public confidence. These reforms have not only boosted international faith in the dinar, but have also renewed hope for Iraqi citizens. This revaluation signals Iraq's return to global financial relevance, a powerful position after decades of sanctions and instability. Vietnamese Dong hits $2.29, a rising economic power. Vietnam's revaluation to $2.29 marks a major shift in Asia's financial landscape. Once regarded as a low-income economy, Vietnam now commands attention on the global stage. Here's why. Export boom. From textiles to electronics, Vietnam has become a manufacturing powerhouse. Foreign direct investment, FDI. Multinational corporations are shifting operations to Vietnam due to competitive labor costs and stable governance. Inflation control and reserves. Smart economic policies and healthy fondished. Remember, smart investing is about strategy, not speed. Global economic impact, more than just exchange rate. The revaluation of the dinar and dong has massive ripple effects far beyond Iraq and Vietnam. Trade adjustments. Higher valued currencies affect import-export costs, impacting trade balances worldwide. Infrastructure and spending. Stronger currencies can lead to more affordable imports and increased spending on healthcare, education, and public services. Inflation management. A stable, appreciated currency helps combat inflation by lowering the cost of foreign goods. Investment magnet. These changes may attract global investors looking for stable emerging markets. Iraq and Vietnam are not just changing their currencies, they are reshaping their roles in global economics. The role of liquidity, why it matters. Both Iraq and Vietnam have taken measures to ensure their banking systems are liquid and functional, which is critical after a currency jump. Liquidity ensures accessibility, so citizens can withdraw, invest, or spend freely. Iraq's central bank recently confirmed a healthy cash flow, indicating financial maturity and stability. This means people won't just see theoretical value on paper, they'll be able to use that value in real life. Without liquidity, even a high exchange rate means little. Thankfully, both nations are prepared. Reserves, the hidden strength behind the valuation. Foreign reserves serve as the backbone of a nation's currency. Iraq holds over $100 billion in foreign currency reserves and 163 tons of gold. Vietnam has increased its dollar and gold reserves, preparing for global volatility. These reserves give both governments the ability to protect their currency during economic shocks and keep investor trust high. Security and stability, key to currency success. Currencies thrive in secure environments. Without safety and order, economic growth is unsustainable. Iraq has made major improvements in political stability, reducing threats and restoring governance. Vietnam has cracked down on corruption and built strong regulatory frameworks. These steps ensure that citizens and investors alike can trust the system, a vital factor for any currency's value. How this affects everyday people, not just investors. This is not just news for investors, it impacts everyone. Travelers, if you're visiting Iraq or Vietnam, your exchange rate and spending power will change. Shoppers, import prices may rise, while local industries could receive more government support. Citizens, governments may use stronger currencies to invest in public infrastructure and services. Whether you're in Baghdad, Hanoi, or New York, this development affects purchasing power, trade, and economic access. Be aware, scams and misinformation are rising. With every major currency event comes a rise in fraud and false information. Only use verified currency exchanges. Avoid get-rich-quick schemes. Stick to trusted news sources like IQD to VND News Channel for accurate, timely updates. What's next? A future full of possibilities. The big question now is, will the value keep rising? No one knows for sure. Markets are influenced by global events, oil prices, economic performance, political decisions. But one thing is certain, Iraq and Vietnam have proven they can lead with strength and stability. Community matters. Share your thoughts. We're hearing amazing stories and insightful questions from our subscribers. Have you benefited from the revaluation? Are you holding or planning to exchange? Let us know in the comments. Your experience helps build our community and brings real-world perspective to our updates. Conclusion. A new chapter begins. To summarize, Iraqi Dinar, $3. Vietnamese Dong, 2.29. These aren't just numbers. They're the result of years of reform, persistence, and national pride. Whether you're an investor, traveler, or global citizen, this moment is transformational. The economic paths of Iraq and Vietnam have been redefined, and their futures look bright. Stay with us as we cover the ongoing developments, future rate changes, and what they mean for your financial decisions. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us for daily updates, and most importantly, stay informed, stay alert, and stay hopeful. IQD to VND News Channel, your trusted source for breaking news, economic trends, and the real stories behind revaluation.